Okay, welcome back to this video. I hope you had a nice day. We pray for better understanding today in Jesus' name. So today we're going to be talking about motion and force speed. What do you understand by motion? What do you understand by force speed? So there are different kind of motion. We have the random motion, the translation motion, translational motion. We have the rotational motion in a circle. You have the oscillatory motion, that is motion with simple harmonic motion. We have a relative motion, whereby a car is relative. When a car moves, it is relative to the buildings around. Do you understand? It looks like the buildings are moving. We have displacement, we have acceleration, we also have some other stuff like that. But we talk about force. Under force, we have contact and force speed. Contact force is a force that requires a body contact, while force speed um, doesn't require body contact. We have what we call friction. Friction is a force that tends to oppose motion. There's something we call circular motion, and that is very, very important. There's some calculations under circular motion. Here is what I want you to do. You have a physics textbook with you and some other materials you can go through them for better understanding of this. But in these videos, we're going to be basing on how to solve related calculations. Whenever you see them, you'll be able to solve them perfectly and get perfect score. So let's get about this. So under circular motion, there's something we call centripetal and centrifugal. So we have a circle. So there's something we call the radius. The radius. There's something we call the force. This is there's another force that acts in opposite direction. So we'll call this centripetal force. I'll call this centrifugal force. So I'll pay attention. So there's also an angle that we made. You can call the angle omega, so angular velocity, or most time you can just call it pi. You understand? So we have a lot of formulas, and some of the formulas are given. Angular velocity is equal to the number of revolution divided by time. The angle is also given as the distance over time. And there's another one called the linear velocity. Okay, sorry about that. There was just a little kind of disturbance. So let's just continue. There's something called a linear speed. It's given as a radius multiplied by the angular velocity. So we have V. Sorry? V is equal to R W. So please don't just mind the marker. So just get it. V is R W. So okay, let's kind of continue. So I'm gonna pause right now and write the example we're going to solve right now. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. Let's continue. So I can clean this. So here's what I want us to do now. I want us to solve this example. Remember I said something about circular motion. I said W is equal to theta over T, and V is equal to RW. I also said something like this: theta is equal to what? S over T. So we're going to know how to practically solve this kind of question. Now we said a stone is wound at the end of a rope 30 centimeter long. So in physics, before you solve any kind of question, highlight the parameters given. Do you understand? Then convert the units and solve the question. So the given as I said, a stone is wound at the end of a rope 30 centimeter long. So the length of the rope is also known as the radius. It said makes 10 complete revolution in 2 seconds. 10 complete revolution is given as the angle, and the time is given as 2 seconds. So here's what we're going to do. So we have R. We have R is given as 30 centimeter. Isn't my marker? R is given as 30 centimeter. Then let's convert this 30 centimeter to meter. So we're going to divide it by what? 100. So we have something like 0.3 meter. That's R. So they said 10 makes the angle 10 complete revolution, 10 rev. Now notice 1 revolution is equal to 360 degrees, and 360 degrees is equal to 2 pi rad whenever we're calculating circular motions. Here's what I mean. So 1 revolution is equal to what? 360 degrees and it's equal to 2 pi rad. So the entire revolution is what? That's 10 multiplied by 2 pi rad, and that's what? 20 pi rad. So this is the angle. Then they said they give us the time. The time is what? 2 seconds. So what they asked us to find? They asked us to find the angular velocity in rounds per second, linear speed, and distance covered. So here's what we're going to do. So angular velocity is given as W. W is equal to theta over t. So we're going to have this is theta, that's 20 pi rad over t, 2 seconds. So 2 here 1, 2 here what? 10. So we have the angular velocity as W here, W as 10 pi rad per seconds. So that's for W. Do you understand that? So now let's move on. They said to find for the linear speed. The linear speed is given as V. V is equal to half W. That's 0.3 meter multiplied by the angular velocity as 10 pi rad per seconds. So V is equal to, so when you multiply, you have to like 3 pi rad per seconds, or like, do you understand, meter rad per second. So when you convert everything together, you're gonna have something like 3. So now let me explain something. Then let me just skip the process. But let me explain something. Then let me skip the process. So this is what is going to happen. So when we have converted everything like this, you have this. Then you multiply it, you have this. So you can let's just put it. So we have 3 pi rad meter per second. This is what I'm saying. 3 pi meter rad per seconds. Well, velocity is measured in meter per second. So you can leave the answer like this, or you can leave it like V is equal to what? 3 pi meter per second. So this is the normal way you can leave it. Do you understand? So finally, on this aspect, we'll find the distance covered. The distance covered is given as S is equal to VT. S is equal to what? VT. So S is equal to what? VT. And what's V? V is what? This. And what's T? T is what? This. So you just simplify everything. So S is equal to what? 3 pi meter rad per seconds multiplied by 2 seconds. Do you understand? Seconds cancel seconds. Shall I explain this? This is what I mean here. What I'm trying to mean here is we have S equal to what? 3 pi meter rad, everything over seconds, multiplied by 2 seconds. So seconds cancel seconds. So 2 multiplied by this, we have S equal to 6 pi meter rad. Do you understand that? Or you can just leave it like 6 pi meter. So you can leave it at that. Or there's another thing you can do about this case. You can convert this pi to 3.142, except it is given. Except they have to take pi as this, then you introduce it. But if it's not given, follow the instruction. So you'll see the continuation of this video and the completion of this video in the next video. Thank you. See you there.